The dawn over the high ridges of Verelian Prime cast a silver glow across the crystalline forests. Shards of mineral trees glittered in the rising light, and a cold breeze swept over the valley, where the grand citadel of House Lyris pierced the sky in sharp spires. Within those halls walked Princess Lyra, armored in ceremonial plates, her posture steady and firm, her gaze unwavering. From childhood she had been trained to stand as an unshakable symbol of her people. Her voice carried weight. Her decisions shaped courts. Her presence alone could silence an entire assembly. Yet she felt a quiet tension inside her today, though she refused to let it appear on her face. Whispers spread across the citadel that an off-world envoy had arrived, alone. Human soldiers sent by a coalition once considered too distant to matter. Humans had a reputation in the galaxy for their tenacity and unpredictable ingenuity. Lyra had dismissed them many times as rash wanderers who relied on fortune rather than precision. Her people valued discipline above all. They believed in structure and legacy. But the galaxy had grown restless. Borders shifted. Coalitions fractured. Threats evolved in silence. Even House Lyris could not remain untouched by the rising storms. Lyra moved down a marble corridor lined with banners displaying the proud crest of her lineage. Her guards followed behind, their steps synchronized in perfect rhythm. She halted before the receiving chamber doors, composed her breath, and raised her chin. The doors opened, revealing the tall, armored figure at the center of the hall. The human envoy stood alone. No escort, no advisors. Only a sealed pack unit strapped to his back and a simple insignia on his chest that read the name Rowan. He did not bow in fear, nor did he appear intimidated by the radiant glow of the chamber. His eyes calmly met hers, steady and clear. Lyra expected evasive politeness or careless bravado. Instead, she found quiet resolve, a kind of determination that reminded her of the mountain roots of her world. Rowan seemed to observe every detail with thoughtful intent, as if calculating the meaning of each motion around him. The council members seated on either side of the chamber murmured. Some viewed humans with concern, others with suspicion. Lyra walked forward, her long cloak shimmering behind her like a river of woven light. She addressed him with a measured tone. Her words echoed softly across the room. Rowan listened without interruption. When she finished, he offered a respectful nod and spoke with clarity. His message was simple. His coalition had detected movement from a rogue armada near the border of Verelian space. Evidence suggested the armada planned to seize the mineral forests for weapon production. The coalition believed House Lyris would stand at the onset of danger. Rowan had been sent to support defensive planning. To Lyra, this sounded improbable. Her people trusted only the precision of their own scouts. To accept the warning of a single human soldier felt unwise. Yet Rowan did not exaggerate. He did not attempt manipulation. He showed her an encoded data slab containing intercepted signals. She examined them with practiced scrutiny. Her brows tightened slightly as she recognized the signature patterns. They matched a renegade fleet her own analysts had struggled to track. Still, she held her position. She expected Rowan to pressure her. Instead, he said something unexpected. He quietly acknowledged that she had every right to question him. He understood her caution. But he also told her that the risk to her world was real and that he would remain even if she dismissed him. He had sworn to protect allied worlds and would not retreat because of doubt. Her gaze lingered on him longer than she intended. Later that afternoon, she walked through the crystal garden outside the citadel. Rowan followed under the escort of 2 guards, studying the terrain with sharp focus. The mineral flowers hummed faintly as the wind stirred them. Their glow reflected across Rowan's visor. Lyra paused near a fountain shaped from pure gemstone. She turned to Rowan and asked why a human soldier would volunteer for such an assignment alone on a distant world. Rowan answered with a calm honesty. His people had lost a colony years before to the same armada now threatening Varelian space. He had been one of the survivors. He did not intend to let another world fall if he could help prevent it. His tone carried no bitterness, only conviction. For a moment, she felt the faint stir of something unfamiliar, respect and perhaps curiosity. She led him deeper into the garden where a training platform overlooked the valley. She ordered her guards to demonstrate a standard defensive maneuver. Rowan watched closely. After a moment, he asked permission to attempt the sequence himself. The guards hesitated, but followed her order. Rowan's movements lacked the refined elegance of Varelian warriors, yet there was a raw adaptability in the way he shifted his stance. When one guard attempted a feint strike, Rowan reacted with surprising precision. Not perfect, not graceful, but practical and effective. Lyra found herself studying his technique with growing interest. When the session ended, Rowan stepped back. With a simple nod, he did not boast. He did not seek praise. He simply observed and learned. That evening, the citadel grew quiet under the long shadows of the setting light. Lyra returned to the strategic chamber to review border reports. She expected Rowan to retire to his quarters, yet she found him studying a projection of the outer territories. He had not altered any data. He had not touched any restricted files. He simply analyzed the map with deep focus. She approached him and asked what he saw. Rowan pointed to a narrow pass between two mountain chains where sensor coverage was often disrupted by ion storms. He explained that such routes were ideal for a stealth incursion. Her own scouts had overlooked this area due to the unpredictable atmosphere. She realized his suggestion carried merit. She allowed him to explain further. His analysis was structured and concise. No theatrics, no attempt to undermine her authority. He simply shared what he perceived. She found herself listening intently. The next morning, Lyra assembled the High Council. Rowan stood near the chamber wall, waiting for her signal. She presented his evidence and analysis. Several counselors expressed doubt. Others questioned the reliability of a human's data. Rowan did not interrupt. He did not argue. He waited patiently until she allowed him to speak. His explanation was calm and thorough. He identified possible landing zones. He highlighted energy signatures matching the Armada's patterns. He demonstrated logical pathways for defense. The council slowly shifted from skepticism to attention. Lyra expected him to look relieved. Instead, he remained steady, as if this was simply the duty he accepted without expecting gratitude. Later, she walked with Rowan along the western balcony, overlooking the large expanse of crystalline forests. A faint hum pulsed through the air as night creatures stirred. Lyra told him that House Lyris did not give trust easily. He replied that trust should never be given freely. It should be earned through action. Those words stayed with her longer than she admitted. As the next days passed, she found herself consulting him more often than planned. His ideas challenged long-held assumptions. His perspective offered insights she had not considered. He was direct without disrespect, strategic without arrogance. And though he lacked the ornamented composure of her people, he carried a quiet strength that drew her attention more each day. But she reminded herself that her duty stood above all. She was the shield of her world. She could not allow sentiment to cloud her clarity. Still, she watched Rowan converse with her soldiers, noting how easily he adapted to unfamiliar environments. She observed how he supported her scouts during field surveys without seeking recognition. When he spoke with younger cadets, he encouraged them with steady confidence. His presence grew familiar within the citadel, like a stone placed among crystal. different yet grounding. One-night alarms echoed across the citadel. Signals detected unidentified vessels entering the outer atmosphere. Scouts reported that the rogue armada had initiated a covert advance along the Ion Storm Corridor Rowan. Identified, Lyra summoned her commanders at once. Rowan arrived moments later, already equipped and prepared. She led her forces to the mountain pass, where the enemy was descending under the cover of atmospheric turbulence. The sky crackled with streaks of charged energy as enemy ships pierced through, the battlefield lit with flashes of power. Lyra descended with her elite guard. Rowan stood beside them. Her people initiated defensive maneuvers, but the enemy force pressed aggressively. The mineral forests vibrated with shockwaves. Lyra directed her troops across ridges, shaped like shimmering blades. Rowan advanced through rocky terrain, supporting her squad with tactical precision. During the first wave of conflict, an enemy vessel crashed near a ridge, throwing soldiers off balance. Lyra fell to a lower ledge as the ground fractured beneath her. Before her guards could reach her, Rowan leaped down, using his armor to absorb the impact. He helped her rise without hesitation, shielding her from descending debris. She looked at him, realizing that he had not hesitated even for a heartbeat. His instinct was to protect. His resolve was real, not symbolic, not ceremonial. Honest and immediate. They fought together through the storm-lit battlefield. Lyra's trained strikes, combined with Rowan's adaptive maneuvers, formed an unexpected rhythm. Her elegant precision and his grounded technique complemented each other. Their synergy turned vulnerable positions into strategic advan.